Hi everyone, and welcome to my first commentary on a wildlife video. I don't normally talk on wildlife videos. I just put them together and share them out there for everyone to see so they can just watch it for themselves. But with this one, it's not just a wildlife video, it's about what I do every time. So it's like a little documentary type of film, but concentrating mainly on what I do every time, every week, every month, throughout the years, just filming wildlife and nature itself, the trees and the rivers, anything at local lakes in Cardiff. And there's about 5 of them I goes to, but mostly there's 3 main ones I goes to. But this one is going to be concentrating on mostly my local one in Pentwyn, which goes regularly, about 2-3 times a week, because it's just a 10-minute walk. And this video is not a long one. I'll just briefly state or comment on what I do and why I'm in a lot of these films and why I do it. So hopefully you'll just you'll like what I'm going to say briefly and enjoy the film. Cheers. That photo you see there was just lucky that with the lights beaming through the trees. That was towards the end of the film, and while I was leaving, it's near the motorway part, and I thought it looked like a beautiful heavenly shot of the sun being coming down through the trees, and I thought that would be perfect. So here's myself now leaving the house, something I do all the time in the early hours. Again, all this area for the tunnels and stuff, it's just by the park itself, underneath the road itself, underneath the motorway, Dual Cowdray. And I occasionally have filmed on there a few times for short films and stuff. It's just a nice little area. You can walk around. They've got the nice, the little bridges, like the scene now, bridge walking over it. I usually do that quite a lot, and this is where the lovely sunbeam comes through. Look, there's like a heavenly shot there. The sunbeam coming down through the trees. You don't get that often, so when it does happen, it's like you got to film it or take a photo of it quickly because it won't last long, and it's beautiful to see. It was a foggy day in the morning when I went to see this. I love filming the fog and the mist coming through the lake. It's beautiful. It gives off a nice eerie glow like in horror films. And I took my tripod with me, and lucky I did this time, because I won't be able to film it all steady and to film myself obviously in the film, but you can see how it captures all the nice glowy mist across the lake. It's beautiful. And you hear the birds chirping in the distance. Can't avoid the heavy traffic in the background because it's near the motorway whistle up, Dual Cowdray, so there's nothing I can do about it. If I moved it down too quiet, you won't hear the birds chirping. It was cold that morning, which is why I got a heavy coat and thermal trousers on. It's always cold during the winter time, and I love this colour. It's like wide angle. In distance, and to show myself in it, walking into it, to see the birds and swans, mist. It's just to add a little thing. What I always do every time. I always stays there for at least half hour to a few good hours filming stuff, and but this one it's nice to see the fog again. It was lucky this year. We had it a few times now in a month or two. We've had the fog. We missed it a few times, so when I could get down there to film it, it's beautiful to see. It doesn't last long. You look at it, I don't know, half an hour, maybe less. It doesn't last long. It does evaporate quite quickly. And my 3 favourite swans again, the 2 parents and the young one, which I've been filming since last year. April, when they gave birth to 7 eggs, but only 5 survived. And then he lost most of them, and only 2 survived after the storm we had. And I think the swan rescue had to take one to damage his eye, so now we only got the one. And most of us who goes there regularly to see these animals been feeding it quite often. That's why it's quite big now. It's almost fully white. I love filming swans when they climb onto the bank. It's beautiful to see them, how big they are, and their wings and stuff. They're beautiful. And why I love swans the most is to hear them chatting to each other. It's just beautiful to hear. They make a lot of noises. See, that's the young one there. It's quite big now. It's not as big as the parents. See, they got used to me now over the past. Though she must, since last year, they got used to me a lot, so it can be annoying sometimes, but you just got to know how to approach wildlife, because they're not pets like some people might think it would be easy. But it's a lovely white shot. Yeah, I love that shot. Beautiful, nice colourful setting. You'd think that's summertime, it's actually not. It's now. In January it was. It's a beautiful setting though. The sun does help a lot, but you just got to know where to place the camera. But yeah, the angle is beautiful on the close-up of swans again. See, to get this clear picture like this, you need to be really close to them. Stay quiet. There's beautiful details, like you see on Springwatch and winter show. These nature shows. It's very good detail. And I've been doing this for quite a long time, for the last 10 years, more than that, like that much longer. I would say I can remember definite, but just love filming wildlife. The little mist there coming off in the bamboo bushes. So there you go. And like I said, I used two different cameras, 2 cameras, 2 lenses and a camcorder to film those scenes. But it's nice to get out to the house and film wildlife. Hopefully a lot of people will like what they see and keep watching and commenting on my wildlife stuff, and I'll keep making more. Cheers.